Hey, this is Trevor with InvestorCarrot coming at you with another investor question and answer session. So this one comes in from Africa McBride, an InvestorCarrot member, actually, and she sent this through, and we thought this would be a great question to highlight because we do get this on a decently consistent basis. So she says, I know there are a lot of cheap and free website solutions out there like Wix, GoDaddy, Weebly, etc. So what is really the difference between Carrot and those solutions? Now, before I walk through and really show the difference, and there is a stark difference, a very stark difference, I also want to extend this into not just the Wix, GoDaddy, Weebly, but also into WordPress, also into other real estate investor website solutions, because there are a lot of them. And there's a very stark difference on what we focus on in our platform and why it's so effective, why our members are pulling in more leads, more qualified leads for sellers, buyers, rent-to-own tenants, private lenders even, than any other platform in the entire industry, and why our members are ranking in the top 2 or 3 results in Google for search phrases that matter more than any other investor website platform in the industry. Okay, there's a reason for it, and it's not just the code. It's not just the little platform that the website is built on. I'll lay out really quickly here what it is. So to kind of set the stage for it, I was having a conversation with one of our members, Tim, and Tim sent this email through, and he basically said he sent me a question, and he said, okay, thanks for the informative answer. Just thought that if mobile traffic's large enough, blah blah blah. Then he says, I'm actually getting a lot of leads, about one per day. I've gotten 3 properties under contract within the last 30 days with buyers for all. If they all close, it'll be $18,000 in total. So I'm happy with Carrot and glad I switched from my crappy GoDaddy site. What you're doing rocks. And then fast forward in this conversation, and this one literally came in today. He just closed one deal, has another one closing Friday, another one Monday, and 2 $7,000 profit deals set to close in October. Now, none of this would have happened with this GoDaddy site, and I'll mention why. Now, before we dive in and really show the exact difference, and like I said, there is a stark difference, let me show you some other things right here. Mike Magner says, hey, Trevor, thank you for the email. My other website was with Weebly, and I was trying to design it using your company's model. So he saw the InvestorCarrot websites and thought, you know what? I'm just going to go to this free or low-cost website provider and see if I can leverage what Carrot knows, what they know and what they have tested that is proven to work, and I'm going to try to save some money and build it into a Weebly website. He said they're not knowledgeable for what real estate investors are looking for, and he said not knowledgeable for what real estate investors are looking to get. I got tenant buyer responses, but I also need sellers to find me. So he's talking about on his Carrot website, he's already getting leads for tenant buyers. Now he's switching over to sellers. After talking with Brandon, who's a Carrot member in his specific city, Brandon said he made him realize his Weebly website was not a good avenue to pursue. So he's getting the new site up on Carrot with our assistance. So let me show you guys really quickly what the main difference is. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to show you, and this is what you have to kind of take into consideration, is what's called the conversion rate. Okay, and the conversion rate is the percentage of people who land on your website versus the percentage of people, or the number of people who land on your website versus the percentage of them who become a lead. And that could be an opt-in lead where someone actually goes to your website, puts in their information, they become a lead. That's a seller, buyer, tenant, whatever. It could be a phone call. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. It's just the percentage of people who become a lead. Now, across our entire network, and this is looking at our stats on our entire network at InvestorCarrot, you can see there's been over 16,732 leads that have came in the past 30 days. This is just in opt-in leads. So people go into the website, putting in their information in the form and opting in. This does not include the thousands upon thousands upon thousands of phone calls that are coming in as well. Okay, so you can push that number well up over 20,000 leads in a month. So that's the first thing, is our websites are set up with our 7+ years of knowledge in conversion rate optimization to get as many as possible of your qualified sellers, qualified buyers, rent-to-own tenants, private lenders who land there to engage on your website, to psychologically wrap them into your website, build the credibility with them while they're on the website, and engage them to reach out to you and become a lead. Okay, we have focused on that so much with our platform. That's why it converts so high. And you can see the average conversion rate across our platform is 9.83%. And that's pretty darn good because that's the average conversion rate across all web pages, all websites, and all web pages on those websites. Okay, so the actual conversion rate that people are getting with pay-per-click, that people are getting with SEO on their main conversion pages that we built in is way higher than this. That 9.83% just includes if someone landed on your contact page. Okay, so guys, we focus on conversion and we're the best in the industry at this. So if you get more leads because the website performs better because it's set up to do so, more leads turn into more deals. And the beauty with the higher conversion rate and engaging that visitor in a very scientific and emotional way is the higher the conversion rate, the more leads you get with the exact same amount of traffic. So if you're getting 100 sellers to visit your website every month and your website's converting at 5%, that means you're getting about 5 seller leads per month. If your website's converting at almost 10% with the same 100 visitors, that website was able to build the credibility better, able to hit those psychological triggers to make sure that they know that you can help them, and here's how to do so. And that website removes all those barriers that most investor websites and Wix and Weebly and the GoDaddies out there, they don't build these conversion elements into their websites. So if you lose just one deal a year because of a lower performing website, that's going to cost you on average $10,000. Okay, if you're a house flipper and you're actually flipping the home and doing the work, the latest number that Realty Track has put out is over $70,000 on average is the profit per flip right now. So if you're missing one deal a year because your website's performing low, because you're trying to save money with the Wix or GoDaddy or Weebly, you could potentially be losing out on $70,000 in profit if you're a house flipper. So let's show you some stuff here really quick. Okay, so if you're looking at this, and this gentleman actually emailed into us, and he had the exact same question. He said, hey, I'm looking at InvestorCarrot. My current website is on Wix, and what is the real benefit of going with Carrot? And I'm going to be 100% honest and transparent here that I did not have a chance to get this video out to him sooner. And so if you're watching this, awesome. Here's the main difference. And I apologize if we for calling your site out here, but we have blurred out your information. Now, this website's a Wix website, and it's beautiful. Guys, it looks amazing. Look at it. Big branding up here, big pictures. It rotates through. That's great. Okay, it's got information. A lot of people would look at this and go, man, that's a really good looking website. I'm going to go with that. There's nothing different about this than let's say, the Carrot site is what a lot of people would think. But when I look at this, I can immediately see about 7 or 8 things that are killing the performance of this website. The logo's taking up too much space. It should be shortened and put over here. There's no main call to action area up here. We've tested and we've also corroborated that test with many other sources that rotating image sliders like this actually decrease the conversion rate of your website. So if you're looking at making this website a high converting website, this image rotator is killing the amount of leads that this person's getting just because they're saving money with Wix. Let's scroll down the page further. The SEO, the search engine optimization of this website is not set up very good at all. Okay, so they're not going to be getting leads from SEO in their market at all. So that right there is lost potential leads and deals. This over here, the form. We've tested many variations of the opt-in forms, and we've found that the ideal number of form fields is 3 to 4 form fields in the front end. Then you pass them over to a second page that has more form fields, and that's going to increase your lead flow and increase your qualification of the lead flow. And this one has way too many form fields. And then the button down here is way too small. You're losing leads because of this. You're probably losing about 10 to 15% of your leads just because of this form. Okay, and there's a whole bunch of other problems with this website. So the main reason with this Wix website is it's built to look beautiful. And that's what most of these do. That's what these Wix websites do. Look at these real estate templates in Wix. Beautiful website. Beautiful website. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I can go on for 4 pages of beautiful real estate websites from Wix. The problem with all these is not one of these websites I'm looking at is geared to convert into a lead in an optimal way. Okay, this one is not. This one is not. This one's a little bit better than the other one, but it's not either. You can see none of these websites have a very clear call to action with a very clear opt-in form that's optimized for conversion in the top. Let's see, none of these do. So these look beautiful, but if you want to sacrifice results for visual beauty, then you just have to know it's going to end up costing you a lot of money in the long run. Now let's look at another difference here. So this website right here, it's a Wix website. we have this tool called the responsive testing tool or the mobile testing tool. And you can go to oncarrot.com/responsive and put in your domain in here. So I went ahead and put in this domain, click start test. And this is what the website looks like on a cell phone. Here's an iPhone and then an iPad. And it's really important these days to make sure that your website is optimized for mobile visitors, big time, okay? And this website on Wix is not optimized for mobile visitors at all. Because you can see you have to pinch, pan, zoom around to even see what's on the website. And you can imagine when you're on a cell phone, and you have to pinch and pan and zoom around the website, what are you going to do? You're probably going to leave the website, go back to the search results or back to the pay-per-click ads or whatever, and find one that is actually easy to use. And we're finding that 51% of our leads, so 51% of those 20,000 plus leads that are coming in, when you include opt-in leads and phone call leads, are coming from mobile devices now. So just not having your website optimized for mobile is costing a lot of money if you're driving traffic. And then can you imagine on a cell phone trying to actually enter in all this information on a cell phone? You're going to look at this and go, oh man, I'll come back to this later, and then you never do as a seller. Okay, so this alone is costing a lot of money. Let me throw up another one here. So this right here, this is a Weebly. No, this is a Squarespace website. Same thing, beautiful site, easy. They're probably paying $9, $10, $15 a month for this. And this is a client of mine. He actually bought into this company. He sent me an email and said, hey, should we move this off of Squarespace? And my answer is not always yes. My answer is, okay, what's your goal? And is your goal to be driving traffic from Facebook, from Google, from SEO? Are you going to be having mobile visitors on there? And my answer to him is his target market is real estate agents, because they actually do construction for real estate agents for their flipping and rehabs. Okay, remodeling for real estate agents. So what do real estate agents always doing? They're always on their phone. They're always on their smartphone. So what happens when I pull this up on my own smartphone is it doesn't show the content here because the Flash Player isn't working well with it, and it's not mobile optimized. So my answer to this client is, heck yes, you need to get this off of this website immediately, because it's definitely going to be costing you a lot of money over the long run if your main target market, real estate agents, cannot easily read this website on mobile. And if the mobile issue is the only issue, that's a huge issue. But they also have SEO issues, a lot of other issues. So the conversion rate is a huge thing. And we have a whole host of other elements that are built into the website. You guys can go over to our website. On the resources section, we have this thing called the conversion checklist. Go ahead and click download checklist. You can find that at oncarrot.com, and then go to the resources tab. And you can find this checklist and find 16 different elements that we'll walk you through that we have found help to make the website perform better and help you get more leads. These are all built into the InvestorCarrot websites automatically, plus another several dozen things that we found work very well that we did not include in this checklist. But go and get this checklist, guys, and build these out on your website. And odds are Wix, GoDaddy, Weebly, Squarespace, those websites won't even let you add these things in here. And the one thing I want you to look at is not on the monthly costs. Look at the long-term return on investment, the long-term potential losses that you could have because of a lower performing website. Okay, and I'm going to finish it out with this right here. Going back here to our thread of awesomeness, one big thing that you do not get with those other solutions is they're not specialists in working with real estate investors. Okay, they're specialists in building mass quantities of templates and giving people a very easy way to get a website up, and that's an amazing service. But if you want ease over results, that's a choice you have to make. You can easily launch a website that looks pretty, but it might take a little bit more work to launch one that's going to be effective. And it's definitely going to be a little bit more work to launch a website with Carrot. Maybe an extra couple hours is all with Carrot, but your results are going to be a magnitude of so many multiples of better results with a system that specializes for real estate investors and that has a team that is 100% behind you to support you. Let me go back to Mike's comment here. They are not, and he's talking about Weebly here, they are not knowledgeable for what real estate investors are looking to get, okay? And if you look through here, we have this thing called our thread of awesomeness here internally with our team. Our entire team is dedicated to helping you as a real estate investor, a high-achieving real estate investor, crush it online. Okay, you can see here Ryan Berry talking about crushing it, doing very well with his stuff and loving our support. right here. Todd Tate, thanks for the great training and support. Carrot is fantastic, especially for someone like me that's not a techie and really needs the kind of help and assistance that you guys have put together with Carrot. And I can keep on going on and on and on here about our support level and the level of help and assistance you're going to get that's specialized for real estate investors, because we are real estate investors and we're here to help you. So if you're curious about whether Carrot can help you versus one of these low cost or free website solutions, just keep in the back of your mind, there's this thing called a phantom expense. Are you saving 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 bucks a month, quote unquote, on a monthly basis going with one of those solutions, but in the end costing you tens of thousands of dollars per year in lost leads and lost deals because they're not a specialist in what they do and they're not focusing on the conversion rate part of the website. So that's the main difference. Hit us with more questions, guys and gals, and we'd love to look at your websites, even if they're not Carrot websites, and review them and tell you how you can improve them and get better results. So on Carrot.com, if you're not a member, check out our pricing and plans. If you are a member, make sure you show up to our next mastermind call where we can walk you through and really help you on a very individualized basis on how to crush it, how to rank higher, how to get more leads, and how to close more deals. Thanks, guys. Keep sending your questions in and hit the Facebook like, the LinkedIn share this resource with other investors or colleagues so they can themselves not make the mistake of pinching pennies, jumping over the dollars in exchange for the dimes. All right, guys, we'll talk to you soon on the next Q&A session.